Y'all, the black community has been dragging Kanye for filth after he made some tweets about Trump, and it's been really wild out here as people are calling him a sellout. We have to talk about this, so grab your popcorn and let's get into it. The last couple of days have been crazy for Ye, as people have been accusing him of being off his meds. Just for context, Kanye went on X after the ban on his account was lifted and made some tweets praising Trump, which fans found really messy. In the tweet, he wrote, "Trump's back in office, Ye's back a billionaire. The world might just be okay." Now, this had a lot of people, especially those in the black community, giving Kanye side eyes because he was trying to say that he voted and supported Trump just for his pockets. That was when fans started calling him a sellout. Others felt things were really sus because just a couple of years ago, Kanye was out here making up some theories about the Jews and being unapologetic about his political views. All of that came at a high cost as he lost major contracts with big names like Adidas. And even though he had offered an apology back then, nothing got sorted out. Mind you, all this was happening while Kamala was in office. And now, just a few weeks after Trump's inauguration into office, he's saying he's back to being a billionaire through the help of Donald Trump. Now, the black community hasn't forgotten how Kanye was out here saying things like slavery is a choice and Harriet was a liar. With the way Ye was going, a lot of people were beginning to say he was cloned. And like all of that bad rep wasn't enough, in addition to his post about Trump, he made a really disturbing and disrespectful tweet about Kamala Harris, where he wrote, "I used to want to Kamala until she lost. I don't losers anymore." Now, people found this tweet so disrespectful and distasteful towards Kamala and women in general because why was Ye talking about Kamala in such a way? However, while some people claimed he was having his usual manic episode because he was off his drugs or his account was probably hacked, others felt that was just Kanye being himself. And speaking of respecting women, Ye never even respected Kim, and worse, his wife Bianca is out here going naked every chance she gets, and that doesn't seem like something any person who respects his woman would let her do. But there's more. A lot of people were so pissed they kept telling Ye to take down his post, but he wasn't ready to listen. In fact, he went back and wrote, "Damn! Just warming up. I'm rich. I can say whatever the I want. I do this for the broke me. Shout out to broke me. This one is for you." When Kanye eventually brought down the post, he still didn't offer any direct apology to Kamala. Instead, he wrote, "Kamala seems like a very nice human. I just want to say sorry to her kids." Now, a lot of people still took this as a cryptic shade at Kamala because the last we knew, Kamala didn't have children of her own. So it was clear Ye was really trying to stir up some major trouble, and the internet was clocking him. But y'all, do you think Kanye's account was hacked or he was just being himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and hit the follow button so you don't miss out on any tea on your favorite celebrities.
Okay, you all. Rumors are flying that Jhené Aiko is ending things with Big Sean. And yes, we all know they've had their ups and downs, but this might be their last straw.
What's stopping y'all from getting married? Oh, y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings?
No. There has not been a secret industry marriage.
So let's dive right into it. When Big Sean and Jhené Aiko first linked up, it was like a match made in music heaven. I mean, they made albums together and had a kid together, and their love was a vibe you couldn't escape. And because of this, their fans adored them. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they looked like the perfect couple on paper. We're talking about collaborations, public appearances, and of course being the embodiment of hashtag couple goals for the longest time. But there's a problem, and I think it's a big one. For years, Jhené Aiko has made it clear that marriage and building a traditional family were huge priorities for her. She's been vocal about her dreams of being a wife. You can't blame her, right? It's only natural to want that level of commitment after sharing so much with someone. However, despite living together, having a kid, and everything that screams we're basically married, Big Sean just will not put a ring on it. And I'm sorry, but this isn't just about we're not ready for marriage yet. It's deeper than that. I'm about to get into something real, so listen closely. People think that Big Sean doesn't want to marry Jhené Aiko because, honestly, he doesn't love her enough to make that kind of commitment. Men marry the women they love, period.
Big Sean doesn't want to marry Jhené Aiko because he doesn't doesn't love her, and that's really all it comes down to. I know y'all gonna disagree, but I honestly think that he hates.
This isn't just about the ring or the wedding. It's about the feeling. And after all this time together, Sean still hasn't made that leap because deep down he's not feeling it like that. I know, it's harsh, but sometimes the truth hurts. Now, let's talk about that infamous interview with Charlemagne the God, the elephant in the room. Why is Big Sean refusing to marry Jhené Aiko after all these years? Charlemagne straight up called him out, asking why he hadn't put a ring on her finger yet. And you know what Big Sean said? He said he's more focused on creating a family than getting married.
That there needs to be like more work done so we could keep going. Because there's a lot of focus on our family. There's a lot of focus on careers and everything, and that is something that I feel like has not been the main focus.
So y'all not necessarily together now, y'all just figuring it out.
Oh, no.
Bruh, seriously? Creating a family is great, but what about the commitment? And to make matters worse, he even said that there's a lot of work that needs to be done between him and Jhené Aiko. What? If you love her, if she's the one, then the work shouldn't be that hard, right? Look, it's clear as day. Big Sean doesn't want to marry Jhené Aiko. He's content with the status quo, living together and having kids, but not actually committing. Now, fast forward to a couple of weeks ago when Jhené Aiko straight up called out a fan who referred to her as Sean's wife. Jean wasn't having it. She responded with, "I don't have a husband." And honestly, that was probably one of the realest moments she's had in a while. Now, some people might say, well, maybe she's just being dramatic, or they've been through a lot, maybe they're just taking their time. But let's be real, people. This woman has been with Big Sean since 2012. They've been through everything together, including a lot of public ups and downs, and now she's fed up. Jhené Aiko has always wanted marriage, and at this point, she's starting to question whether or not she even loves herself for tolerating this. Let's not forget, the warning signs were there from the jump. There were rumors that Jhené Aiko and Big Sean first hooked up while he was still dating someone else. So yeah, they were already crossing boundaries. People warned her about Sean, but she was too in love to listen. And now it seems like love is dying. So what does all this mean for Jhené Aiko? She's clearly done with the games. The woman wants what she deserves, and I think she's starting to realize she's been wasting time with someone who isn't willing to give her what she wants most, marriage. It's not just a ring. It's a symbol of trust, commitment, and respect. Sean just isn't there yet. And like I said, many believe that Jhené Aiko wants to call it quits. Like, why stay in a relationship that doesn't lead to marriage, right? But what do you think?